A very good morning to all of you and welcome to the session, the Hindu editorial analysis for proficiency in English. As usual, let us start with the snippets. What is the first one? Delimitation row. Siddaramaiah extends support to Stalin. You all know 2-3 issues source Tamil Nadu, they have been in the limelight. One goes with delimitation, the other goes with language issue. And here there's one word you have to focus on because it's a word with multiple meanings. A row has many meanings. One meaning here, yes, little stars, argument, spat, scuffle, skirmish, tussle, fight, pavani, and others also. Very good. I appreciate. And a row also means imagine a few people form a queue. That also we use the word a row. A row also goes with boats. When you want to move the boat, you have to row the boat. It is used as a verb. All these words you have to recollect. You may ask me, sir, why is a simple word like row is important? Because, yes, spat, Murli, good. Because today, if you take bank exams, there's one exam topic, that is word usage. What they do there, they pick up words with multiple meanings and they try to give 4 or 5 sentences and properly used, not properly used. You have to select the one with the proper usage. Word usage has become an important exam topic. To handle word usage, you should be good at, you should know the multiple meanings of a particular word. That is important. Coming to the second snippet, you can see army men with guns ready to shoot. Ban lifted. US resumes arms supply to Ukraine. Again, you all know, ever since Donald Trump became the president of the US, a lot of changes. He had a showdown with Zelensky. After the meeting, he stopped the supply weapons to support to Ukraine. And now because Ukraine has agreed for truce, armistice or peace, and it has decided to resume the support, arms supply. There is one important word I'm sure all of you know. Resume. Actual resume here it means to restart. Imagine I start a session, I stop for tea. After the tea break, I restart the session, then I say, I resumed the session after the tea break. That is one meaning. And you also know information about you in brief, resume. But actual word is a French word, a resume. Americans have changed it to a resume. Otherwise, nothing to learn. Coming to Adani. US lawsuit on Adani. Center routes summons via court. There is an important word. Tell me what is that word. Based on the snippet, an important word is there. They have given many a time. And only a few can answer. If at all there is a question based on that particular word. That is summons. Yes, someone has responded. Leela, I suppose. Summons singular. What is the plural? Summonses. That you should know. It looks like plural, but summons is singular. What is the plural? Summonses. That is important. US lawsuit on Adani center routes, simple word, via means directs through a particular channel. Then we use this word via court. But this word is an important word. They have given many a time. Coming to the one in red backdrop, white letters, reality check, the illusion of development rankings. There is one word again, illusion. Illusion means imagination. You imagine something, that is known as illusion. The word illusion also goes with magic. Magic is nothing but illusion. You can also think of Nani Raju, deception, mirage. But they have other uses, they go with other connotation, contexts. Coming to illusion, magic is nothing but illusion. You think something is real, but it is not real. That is illusion. But you have to recollect another word. Imagine someone takes drugs. That person also imagines. Very good. Who is this? Pavani. Then we use the word hallucination. There is a subtle difference between illusion and hallucination. That you have to know. Illusion of development rankings means the rankings are not real. Environmental issues need to be factored in. An important expression. What do you understand? You need to factor in something. Something need to be factored in. Passive voice means considered. Factor, very good. Who is this? Bhavani. Factor in means what? Consider. That is the exact word you should think of. I appreciate that. Coming to the next one, a legend. Former India player Abid Ali passes away. You can see his pic. And when you see the expression passes away, you have to recollect what are you supposed to recollect? They could have written died, but died sounds very harsh. Better expression, good morning. Better expression, pass away. That is nothing but euphemism. What is the meaning of the word euphemism? An important word you guys have to know. I'm sure many of you know because we have got many a time. Euphemism means saying something harsh in a nice way. Yes, that is a word you should know immediately. That's all from the snippets. Let us go to the main headline. What do you see here? We have two. First one, retail inflation at 7-month low as food prices decline. Retail inflation is at something, it has gone down at 7-month low. Why? What is the reason behind? As food prices decline. Again, a casual reader focuses on as casually, doesn't go beyond. But a smart learner, as is used for a reason. In English, we have many words, but 4 words you have to recollect, which express a reason or purpose. Because, since, for, as. And subtle difference. Because and since are used for a strong reason, as and for used for a wrong, not a strong reason, used for a weak reason. Once in SBI, they gave a question. He could not attend a meeting as his mother was serious. Many students thought the sentence was right, but wrong, because mother serious a strong reason. Then we cannot say as. What is the correct sentence? He could not attend the meeting because his mother was serious. That also you should recollect. Call as, consider as important. Name as. We should not use after those words. That also you should recollect. Very good. Who is that? Banu. I appreciate that. Another headline, Pakistan train siege ends. 340 freed, 27 soldiers dead. I think for the first time in modern times, a train has been hijacked. It could be the first of its kind. Train being hijacked. Usually it goes with a plane. But in Pakistan, a recent incident, train has been hijacked. A lot of people died. This is a continuation. Finally, they could control, sort out the problem. Pakistan train siege ends. 340 freed, 27 soldiers dead. But it was not easy. And also you should recollect a word like hostage crisis. Good. Let us go to other news items and see what is there to learn. We'll go this side. Central officials meet 𝐂𝐲𝐢𝐵𝐻 groups. Manipur issue, it has been there for quite some time. You all know that. They are trying to find a solution based on that. A meeting between 2 important groups, or the officials there try to meet important groups. Farmers march to Mumbai against Shakti Pit plan. An issue related to farmers, but words are easy, simple. Opposition wins Greenland vote, nationalist surge. I think after a gap of 2 or 3 weeks, we have got the word surge. Otherwise, in the past, we got many a time. Surge has 2 different meanings. One meaning, surge means what? Sudden increase. And what is the other meaning of surge? Sudden forward movement. Kumbh Mela, there was a stampede. What was the reason? A group of people all of a sudden moved forward, and based on that, there was a stampede. Surge, 2 different meanings. Both the meanings you have to know. Coming to the pick, as usual, Hindu publishes on the front page an appealing An interesting pic. Here you can see snow all over and snow bike. What does it say? Winter Wonderland. It is Kashmir and Winter Wonderland. Here you can see who is that person. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah rides a snowmobile. Oh, it is called snowmobile. During the closing ceremony of the 5th 𝐄𝐲𝐢𝐴 India Winter Games conducted where? In Gulmarg on Wednesday. Indian Army retained the title for the second year in a row, while Himachal Pradesh finished second. Very good, Murli. I appreciate that. When you see snow, you should recollect words like avalanche, glacier, frostbite, frostbitten, and also gangrene, amputation. Other words like blizzard. Blizzard means snowstorm. Wonderful. I appreciate that. Let us go to the other headline over here. In Mauritius, Prime Minister says free, open, and secure. Indian Ocean priority for both countries. Prime Minister visited Mauritius, and on the eve of that visit, he gave a statement regarding Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean priority for both countries. What is priority? Free, open, and secure Indian Ocean priority for both countries. Nothing to learn as such. Here we have US tariffs on aluminium steel imports take effect. Our students know the moment they see effect or affect, they recollect both the words. Affect is a regular verb, affect, affected, affected. Effect can be a noun, can be a verb. Usually it is used as a noun, but formal written English, sometimes it is used as a verb. Both you should know. What is the next one here? EU strikes back with tariffs on US imports. European Union, today because of Donald Trump, many countries are not happy. In fact, Americans, they themselves are not happy because America is heading towards a financial disaster. They may enter a recession. There is a possibility. And many Americans are feeling guilty for electing Donald Trump, according to one particular survey, not my personal statement. And the same way, many countries across the world are not happy with his policies, especially when it comes to tariffs. Based on that, EU strikes back. When someone hits you, someone troubles you, you do the same thing. Then we say strike back. You can also think of the word retaliate. What is the word? Retaliate. EU strikes back with tariffs on US imports. That's all from the front page. So much to learn. Oh, I'm sorry. Now let us go to today's editorial session. And as usual, what is enrichment? You will improve your reading comprehension skill, contextual awareness, effective vocabulary. You will consolidate your grammar knowledge, and you get a chance to work on mini mocks. Let us start with editorial vocabulary. Today, not too many words, but a few words are very important we have got for the first time. What is the first one? Precipitate. Here, precipitate, actually it's a word that goes with chemistry. Precipitate. But it bounce back has a different meaning. Who is this? Lavanya. Retaliate, strike back, bounce back. Bounce back has a different connotation. Still, I appreciate that. Precipitate, a chemistry term, but here a different meaning. Part of speech, look at this. It can be a verb, it can be an adjective, it can be a noun. This is something very important. School level, they don't teach all this. Keeping that in mind, in different competitive exams, they have been asking questions based on the part of speech of a particular word. In English, we can use the same part of speech as same word as a different part of speech. Then you may ask me, so how do we know? In one sentence, it's a noun, another sentence, it's a verb, third sentence, it's an adjective. Always look at the function. In that particular sentence, what is it doing? It is naming someone or something, noun. It is describing a noun, adjective. It is expressing action in relation to time, a verb. It is describing a verb, an adverb. That's how you have to decide the part of speech. As a verb, it means to cause something to happen suddenly or unexpectedly. In a way, you can think of the word catalyst, stimulus, impetus, adjective done, made, or acting suddenly without careful consideration. Noun, a substance deposited from a solution. This meaning goes with chemistry. Yes, spark, induce, further, trigger. Vishnu, good. Example, the government's decision to raise taxes precipitated widespread protest, means acted as a catalyst to induce those protests. Word forms precipitates, precipitating, precipitated. As a verb, it's a regular verb. It takes the letter D. Precipitation, noun. Word combinations, we have precipitate a crisis, means in a way aggravate the crisis. Precipitate a downfall, precipitate into conflict. Synonyms, trigger, hasten, provoke, accelerate. All are familiar words. Antonyms, hinder, delay, prevent, slow down. And when you see the word hinder, what are you supposed to recollect? Hinder is a verb form, hindrance, noun form. Hindrance, bottleneck, impediment, hurdle, all these you should recollect. And also accelerate means Manisha good. Expedite, what does it mean? Expedite. Admonish, an important word. Bank exams, certain words they have been touching, and this belongs to that group. Frequently asked, frequently touched words, you can say. Admonish, but along with this, you have to recollect words like admonish, reprimand, scold, chide, all these words. Part of speech verb, it's a regular verb, meaning to warn or reprimand. See the word reprimand, someone firmly. You can also think of the word scold, chide. Exactly. Scold, rebuke, reprimand, chide, and also this one, admonish. One set you have to remember. The teacher admonished the students for talking during the lecture. Obviously, no teacher will accept when the lecture is on. Will any teacher accept students talking? So he or she must have admonished or reprimanded. Word forms admonishes, admonishing, admonished, admonition. Generally, we don't use it as a noun, we use it as a verb. Word combinations, admonish severely, admonish for misbehavior. Gently admonish means in a subtle manner, not harshly, in a gentle manner. Word usage, he was admonished for being late to work repeatedly. See, whenever you read a particular sentence, you have to know for sure whether it is active voice, passive voice. Here, is it active voice or passive voice? Castigate also you should recollect. Very good. Who is this? Little stars. He was admonished. The teacher admonished the student. The student was admonished by the teacher. It is a passive voice. Past tense, passive voice. Was admonished for being late to work repeatedly. Synonyms, reprimand, scold, caution, warn. Antonyms, praise, commend, encourage, approve. You all know commendable job we got yesterday. Salient features, an important word if you have biology background, especially zoology, botany or zoology. They ask questions, what are the salient features of a particular animal or a particular plant? Most noticeable or important. Important features, that's what it means. Coming to the example, the report highlighted the salient features of the project, means important features. It takes the word features combination, do remember. Word forms saliently, rarely used. Word combinations, a typical combination you have to remember. You have to remember this salient point and characteristics also. When we use the word feature, we should use the word characteristic. Word usage, the speaker covered the most salient aspects of the issue. Aspects, one more combination. Synonyms, prominent, important, noticeable, significant. Antonyms, insignificant, minor, unimportant. Easy words. We got this yesterday, I suppose. Does it sound familiar? Trivial has a different meaning. Who is this? Venkatesh. Trivial means not that important. And here we have ever, part of speech verb, To assert or affirm with confidence. To be assertive. I think we got this yesterday or day before yesterday. Affirm, exactly. That is a word you should think of. The lawyer averred that his client was innocent. He is innocent, was innocent. Here it is not passive voice, active voice. Innocent is adjective. What is the pattern here? Subject plus helping verb plus adjective. He is innocent. And you can use noun also, another pattern. And when you see the word innocent, you should recollect words like innocent, acquit, guilty, convict, and all the words related to a case, plaintiff, defendant, trial, first hearing, second hearing, alibi, judgment, verdict, all these. Word forms, averse, averring. Rarely we use these. Averred is okay, past form. Word combinations, aver with confidence. See here. Aver under oath, the truth. All the combinations are important, rather formal. Word usage, she averred that she had never seen the suspect before. She affirmed that she had never seen the suspect before. Synonyms, declare, assert, state, affirm. Antonyms, deny, contradict, refute. An important word. Refute goes with charges. Imagine someone has been accused and he opposes those charges, then we say he refuted the charges. Have you heard of this word, refute? An important word. It goes with charges, allegations, accusations. Allay, another important word, bank exams, SSC, they have given many a time. Good, you have heard that. Allay means what? To remove some sort of fear or apprehension or something that bothers you. To reduce fear, usually it goes with fear and also apprehension, suspicion or worry. Part of speech verb, it is also a regular verb. Exactly. The government took steps to allay public fears about inflation. Word forms, allays, allaying, allayed. Word combinations, allay concerns, fears, suspicions. Usually it goes with fears and obviously concerns. Word usage, the manager tried to allay the employees' concerns about layoffs. Concerns about layoffs. Mitigate, appease, pacify, assuage. Very good. Nani Raju, I appreciate that. And next, Murli also came up with the same set of words. Coming to employees, tell me why is it important? A regular verb, who is this Madhu Babu? We have two types of verbs according to one classification. They are regular, irregular. A regular verb means a verb that takes D or ED to form the past and past participle forms. For example, if you take a verb like walk, what is the past form? Walked. And what is the past participle? Walked. What has it taken? ED. A particular verb takes D or ED. No, not ending. Takes D or ED. That is a regular verb. What is an irregular verb? Does not take D or ED. For example, go, went, gone. See, saw, seen. They come under irregular verbs. And walk, dance, jump, smile. All these come under regular verbs. When I say allay, a regular verb, that means what has it taken? ED. Based on that, I say it is a regular verb. Employees, why is this important? Here we have a noun ending in the plural noun ending in the letter S. Then we should use apostrophe after the letter S. This is an important rule they have given many a time. What is the rule here? If a particular plural noun ends in the letter S, we should use a apostrophe after the letter S, not before. Synonyms, my pleasure, Madhu Babu. Synonyms, ease, alleviate, soothe, pacify. Antonyms, aggravate, intensify, worsen, heighten. Not too many words, but words are important. Cut, cut, cut. That also comes under irregular. Yes, Upendra, true. And there are some verbs which are very important from the exam point of view, irregular verbs. What are those? Cost, same form, cast, telecast, forecast, broadcast, hurt. They have the same forms. A common error they have given in exams also. The program was telecasted yesterday. Right or wrong? It is wrong. The program was telecast yesterday. All the three same forms. Let us go to the editorial. How does it start? Welcome gesture. Gesture means moving non-verbal communication. Using your body parts to communicate, like your eyebrows or your arms or fingers or shoulders. Non-verbal communication, using body parts to convey something, we say gesture. Hand gesture. Welcome gesture means welcome move in this context. The ECI's changed approach to engaging with critics is a good move. What do you understand from this? That means initially they did not accept the criticism, they refuted the charges, but now they have changed the stand or the stance. Now they are willing to listen to the comments, they are willing to work on those who have criticized. The ECI has changed the approach to engaging or involving with critics is a good move. When you don't accept criticism, closed mind, not a good sign. But when someone criticizes, first you listen and you accept the facts and figures, not subjective criticism, objective criticism. That shows maturity and that paves the path, paves the way for betterment. Bewilder means confuse. Perplex, bewilder, confuse, they all belong to one group. What is this about in a nutshell? To provide the backdrop information, many of you know, those who have been preparing for competitive exams, of late, Election Commission has come under scanner. Election Commission has been in the limelight not for good reasons, for all bad reasons, wrong reasons. And opposition parties have been criticizing Election Commission and election process and the bone of contention, electronic voting machines or the apple of discord and other things also. It is about that. Initially, Election Commission denied, refuted the charges, now change in the stand. They are willing to listen to the criticism and anything is valid, they want to consider. It's all about that. The initiative by the newly appointed commissioners of the Election Commission of India to invite political party representatives and leaders for an interaction to strengthen electoral processes is a welcome move. Some commissioners have been appointed by Election Commission of India, and these election commissioners have invited the representatives of the political parties to discuss the electoral process, and that itself is a good gesture, a welcome move. The whole thing in a nutshell, that's what it means. A particular move by commissioners appointed by Election Commission of India, inviting the political representatives is a good move, obviously. The move was precipitated by the rising complaints. Here, precipitated means a catalyst, acted as a catalyst. The move was precipitated by the rising complaints. Another important word our regular students know, whenever you come across rise or raise, you've got to be on your toes, you have to be alert and recollect. Rise, rose, risen, irregular verb. Raise, raised, raised, regular verb. Rise, rose, risen, intransitive verb. Raise, raised, raised, transitive verb. Again, someone may ask me, so what is a transitive verb? What is an intransitive verb? A transitive verb is one that can take an object. For example, raise your hand, raise your standards. It takes an object, that is transitive. What is an intransitive verb? One that cannot take an object. For example, the sun rises in the east. The prices are rising. They cannot take objects. They are known as intransitive verbs. The move was precipitated by the rising complaints and grievances raised by the opposition relating to what was the objection, what was the criticism. One, voter registration and turnout and other matters concerning the conduct of elections. 2 or 3 issues, one of those electronic voting machines also. Let us see. The ECI has also asked the parties to submit suggestions on issues concerned. They invited suggestions, that is also a good move. And on issues concerned, that is important. Why? Issues related to what? Concerned. Besides instructing provincial officials to interact with party representatives on a regular basis. Oh, they wanted these provincial officials to interact with party representatives on a regular basis. That's also a good thing, highly appreciable. But here the word concern, again, our students know. I would like to meet the concerned person, wrong. I would like to meet the person concerned is correct. In the recent past, the ECI had taken an unusually aggressive posture. That is the reason why the editorial starts with changed approach is a welcome sign. That means what was its approach in the past? This sentence talks about that. In the recent past, the ECI had taken an unusually aggressive posture, means aggressive stand, in responding to the opposition's complaints, which included being dismissive of genuine grievances such as undue delays in publishing voter turnout figures, and even going on to admonish its critics. So, not expected from the Election Commission of India, supposed to be a neutral body, but in the past, what happened? It took an aggressive stance or aggressive stand or aggressive approach, and it dismissed opposition's criticism or complaints. And what were those complaints? Which included being dismissive of genuine grievances. They also dismissed the genuine grievances. Grievance means what? A complaint or a problem, perceived problem, and based on that, they try to complain. Such as undue delays in publishing voter turnout figures, and even going on to admonish its critics. It tried to admonish its critics, means what? It tried to scold, reprimand, warn, chide, all these words you should think of. Such gestures only deepened distrust among political parties. Obviously, Election Commission of India is supposed to be a neutral body. It admonishes the criticism or the critics. Definitely, it loses credibility. Based on that, such gestures only deepened distrust among political parties. They stopped trusting the Election Commission of India, which is not a good sign. While the opposition has sown so much doubt on issues, has sown, sow, it's a verb. It goes with seeds. It could be anything for that matter. While the opposition has sown present perfect active voice, so much doubt on issues such as the functioning of the electronic voting machine, resulting in an atmosphere of skepticism, seeping into the minds of a majority of voters. So much criticism, so much element of doubt, and there's one word here, skepticism. What is the meaning of skepticism? Doubting. Skeptic means a person who doubts. So much doubt on issues such as functioning of the EVMs, resulting in an atmosphere or ambience of skepticism seeping into, spreading into. Seep goes with water. Water moves from one layer to another layer through pores or small holes. But here seep means to spread. Seeping into the minds of a majority of voters. Now people doubt. That's what it means. The ECI could also have done more to reassure voters about the robustness of the electoral process related to electronic voting. They did not try to allay the fears, the doubts. Instead of that, Election Commission tried to admonish the critics. Other legitimate issues, which include a regulation of campaigns, action against hate speech, and the timing of elections at various levels, also need a thoroughgoing review. All these aspects they have to check. They have trickle also, percolate. Very good. Nani Raju, I appreciate. So many doubts. Depends on the sentence. Depends on the sentence pattern. And the ECA must be receptive. Means it has to accept criticism. It should not close, it should not act with a closed mind. Must be receptive to critique of its functioning on these issues. We should always be open to criticism. And it doesn't mean you have to accept everything. Criticism can be constructive, can be destructive. Again, constructive criticism can be subjective, can be objective. Subjective means personal, objective based on facts and figures. We should always keep it open. Only then you can expect progress. There is also the question of the constitution of the ECI and the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner, but that is a matter now in the hands of the Supreme Court. Another dimension goes with the appointment of the Election Commissioner, but right now it is in the court. That's a different matter altogether. One of Indian democracy's most salient features since independence has been the ECI's evolution and its autonomous role in the conduct of periodic elections, leading to increased voter participation and more faith in electoral democracy. Overall, it has been doing well ever since we got independence. The role of Election Commission has changed a lot, and overall, it's a positive thing. It has been doing well. That's what the sentence means. One of Indian democracy's most salient features, important features, since independence is not passive voice. It is present perfect active voice. Many students, the moment they see the word been, they think passive voice. Never think that way. First, you understand the sentence pattern. Here we have used the primary auxiliary be, the past participle form, as a main verb. He has been a student. She has been a lecturer. He has been something. Same pattern has been, what has been from the past since the time of independence till today, has been the ECI's evolution and its autonomous role in the conduct of periodic elections, leading to increased voter participation and more faith in electoral democracy. When more and more people come forward to cast a vote, it shows faith in electoral democracy. This conduct, as the process has evolved, has emphasized transparency, accountability, and the clear and robust release of relevant and verifiable information related to elections. Now, what is this process, election process? What is expected? A few things are expected by the public. One, transparency. What is the first one? Transparency. Whatever Election Commission does, it should be transparent, should not hold information. Second, accountability, means answerable. And the third one, and a clear and robust release of relevant and verifiable information. They have to release the information, they cannot hold the information. That is also an important dimension. Related to elections, all these are important. While the elector's photo identification card issue related to duplicate numbers for voters across the states is largely trivial. Trivial means what? Not that important. You can also think of the word silly. And I have done one editorial on this. We have got this recently. Not that important. The editorial opines, thinks. As the ECI has averred, that's what the ECI says, not the editorial. The more serious issues related to voters being registered in different polling locations require to be rectified. Imagine same person registers at different locations. That has to be considered and that has to be rectified. The ECI must also ensure a level playing field during campaigns so that there is no undue advantage for the ruling party. There is one important expression. Have you heard of this level playing field? Level playing field means everyone can participate and the chances are fair. No importance to a particular person, no undue importance to a particular party. But it happened based on this sentence. The ECI must also ensure a level playing field during campaigns so that there is no undue advantage for the ruling party. A grievance widely expressed by opposition forces across states. Opposition forces feel the ruling party has undue importance, has been given undue importance, and that has to be looked into. Regular interactions with political party representatives and a clear release of verifiable information will go a long way in allaying fears. Those things are very important to remove the fears about the tried and tested electoral process in the country. Releasing information, transparency, all these are very important, and these things will go a long way about regarding allaying fears, removing fears about the tried and tested electoral process in the country. I think it ends on that particular note. Yes. sometimes what happens, some editorials easy to comprehend, some editorials a bit difficult, a little abstract. In my opinion, this editorial you should read twice or thrice to get a clear picture. And one reading may not be easy. And also you should have the background information. If you have the background information, rather easy. Already students started answering. What is the answer for the first one? What is the main reason for the Election Commission of India's new approach of engaging with political parties? To promote voter registration? No. To strengthen electoral processes and address complaints from the opposition. Voting methods. So what is the answer here? You guys got it right. What issue led to distrust between the ECI and opposition parties in the past? What was a bone of contention or apple of discord that resulted in distrust between the ECI and opposition parties? Not this one. ECI's dismissive attitude towards genuine grievances. It did not consider. In fact, it went to the extent of admonishing the critics. Again, B is the answer. You guys got it right. What is one of the key concerns raised by the opposition regarding the election process? Key concerns, many concerns, but which one is the most important concern raised by the opposition parties regarding election process? The appointment of polling officers? No. The functioning of EVMs? This is the answer. Again, B is the answer. What has the ECI asked the provincial officials to do? ECI has asked its provincial officials to do something. What exactly is that? Organize more election rallies, regularly interact with political party representatives. Clearly mentioned. All the questions are based on explicit information. What does the passage suggest about the issue of duplicate electors' photo identification card numbers? Not exactly editorial's opinion. ECI felt that way, averred that. It is a significant threat to the electoral process? No. It is a minor issue according to the ECI. Trivial, the word has been used, trivial. Trivial means what? Not important, minor, silly, all the words you should recollect. Now we have questions based on mini mocks. First one, error location. A short sentence, try to spot the error. The non-Bharatiya Janata Party parties, BJP parties, that assembled as a putative national opposition under the India banner do not have a shared goal now. This is a bit difficult. Not that easy. Murli, all 5 correct? Good, very good. Shows that you're good at reading comprehension skill as well as a listening skill. Please mention the question number, mini mocks. Not easy. Here, the non-Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP parties, that. We cannot use the relative pronoun that, we have to use which. What is the difference? That goes with something specific, a restrictive clause, but which goes with additional information. Here, the right word is what? Which. That assembled. No, which assembled as a putative national opposition, supposed to be or assumed under the India banner, do not have a shared goal now. Not easy under pressure. Choose a correct word to fill in the blank. The BJP has acted with to shore up its base, means make its base strong and win assembly elections. How did it act? Yes, with alacrity. Not insurmountable, not thought, not happenstance. Alacrity means what? Acting with enthusiasm quickly. Choose a sentence where the given word is incorrectly used. Combat is the word in which sentence it has been used incorrectly. The Congress and the left will combat each other in Kerala election, seems okay. The Prime Minister's speech combated economic policies. This does not make any sense. The government launched a new initiative to combat climate change. Yes. Soldiers are trained to combat enemy forces in warfare. Yes. So what is wrong? Speech combated economic issues not acceptable. Not the right way to use that word. Answer is B. Match the words with the meanings. We have 4 words. Brink, eclipse, rout, thaw. Brink means what? Edge. Brink of defeat. Edge. And what is the second one? Eclipse. A sudden, here, eclipse. Not exactly, but let us see. Rout means crushing defeat. Thaw means easing of tensions. Eclipse means not exactly the same meaning, do remember. In a way, it means make something or someone disappear. When do they disappear? When there is a failure, obviously. What is the first one? 1C. 2 is what? Eclipse. That's what you must have thought. 3D. 4B. First option. Overshadow also you can say. Yes, of course. Why not? Who is that? Leelavati. You can say that also. But in the context of the editorial, some parties started vanishing. That you have to consider based on the context meaning. That is important. Here we have a question based on double fillers. The recent in political alliances and the of regional parties, see, it has been used, indicate a period of uncertainty. In editorial, they have given that, not which. Why, sir? Are you talking about the first question or the second question? Whether it is which or that, it depends on the context. That is important. Restrictive, non-restrictive. In the same context, you have to read the one sentence before, one sentence after. Only then you can decide whether it is adding more information or it is trying to be specific. But here it is an isolated sentence. There is a difference between a sentence in the context. I got it. That's what I'm explaining. Pavani. A sentence with the context has a different meaning. In a particular context has a different meaning. A sentence in isolation has a different meaning. That you should remember. What is the answer here? The recent combatant political alliances, you cannot say. Recent combat, no. Reconfiguration, you can use. But and the brink of, here, eclipse of regional parties, means many regional parties may disappear. No, B is not the answer. Answer is A. A is the answer. And putative you cannot use. The recent thaw. Thaw means what? Easing tensions. The recent thaw in political alliances and the eclipse of regional parties. You have to brink of regional parties, you cannot say. Brink was used with the in terms of while talking or while referring to the BJP party. The BJP in general elections 2024 on the brink of defeat, not this one. So answer is obviously A. Identify the correct meaning of the phrase pave the way. What does it mean? The assembly elections in Bihar in late 2025 and in Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Kerala in early 2026 will scatter these parties further and possibly pave the way for a reconfiguration of politics. So what does it mean? Create obstacles, prepare for future developments, cause immediate change. Prepare for future developments. Yes, exactly. That's all for today. I hope you guys have got enriched. Try to work on important words. Have a nice day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.